What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this morning I have a full gameplay from Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, some exciting details to share from COD Next, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a huge reminder, we got plenty of brand new content going up over on detonated.com, live from COD Next, expanding on all the coverage you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website, and plenty of tweets going up over on Detonated's Twitter. There's quite a bit to keep up with, so if you guys out there aren't watching videos, watching streams, or even checking out some shorts, then Detonated does have you covered, of course, with the synchronization along with my YouTube channel here. But as of right now, when you're watching this video, I'm currently live streaming straight from COD Next with even more multiplayer gameplay. But for those that are either watching this video while I'm live or after the stream is over, we have quite a few things to discuss. Be sure to check out timestamps down below as well. But this is the weekend one schedule for the MW3 beta. We have Favela, Estate, and Skid Row, which are going to be playable 6v6 maps. We then have Rush joining the rotation on October the 8th later this weekend. And then throughout the entirety of the weekend itself, you get access to the Pop-Up Power Plant Ground War experience. I believe Invasion may also be playable during that period of time, but don't quote me on that one. Now, aside from the schedule, we also got a small reveal of the exclusive PlayStation Operator Pack coming on November the 10th. This is the Lockpick Operator skin. It's unclear if this will be treated like how Oni was during MW2's life cycle, where with every single season, we get just an alternate look for the same operator, or if they'll switch it up this time around for MW3's life cycle and give us an actual new operator with each new PS Plus combat pack with every season. We'll have to wait and see how that works, but as a big reminder as well, this is the final year of PlayStation exclusivity for Call of Duty. Unless the contract gets renewed with Black Ops 2024, this will be the last year that we end up getting console exclusive combat packs that, yes, do release on Xbox and PC a year after the game's release, but obviously the combat packs are exclusive for the first 6 seasons of the game's life cycle. Now, speaking of PlayStation, PS4 and PS5 players who pre-ordered Modern Warfare 3 digitally can now preload the MW3 beta packs for Call of Duty HQ. The packs themselves are around 25 gigs in total, and there's 2 download packs. One of them is just 1 megabyte. It's a license checker. The other one is about 24.8 or 9 gigabytes. And if you don't own Modern Warfare 2, though, that means you don't have the Call of Duty HQ app on your platform. So that means the entire download for the Modern Warfare 3 beta will be over 100 gigabytes. As a reminder, beginning with Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty HQ is now the actual client for every new COD to release. So the beta will actually open from the MW2 COD HQ application, but you do not have to have MW2 installed as a game. You can actually choose to uninstall that once MW3 releases on November the 10th. Now, in the background, we have some beautiful High-Rise gameplay here from MW3. High-Rise hasn't been remastered too many times. I believe once in Advanced Warfare, and that might have been it. I'm aware that it's in COD Mobile, but the map looks better than ever here inside of the game. And with that being said, I only had time to play one full match of multiplayer during the tech check day, the day before COD Next, and I'm really happy with the gameplay that I got. And as you'll see, we got classic mini-map, we have a silent movement perk that I believe is being used here in this footage. You could see a nice look at the health increase. So yeah, TTK is a bit different, but to me, I think it's best when it's a little bit slower, right? When you have a little bit more health to ensure that there's a chance to come back from being shot in the back. You can turn on somebody and actually override them and win that gunfight. I think I like that a lot better than just being one tap across the map no matter what weapon people are actually using. You'll also see limb and headshot multipliers in action here with the footage, consistent TTKs with any targets, with a lot of hit marker updates. So that's great for those out there that weren't happy with the hit detection in MW2 or any other previous COD. The movement is excellent. I mean, it is a big step up from Modern Warfare 2 by far. Yes, you can cancel your sliding, your reloading. There's faster mantling and mantle while sprinting. You can fire immediately after sliding. There's ADS while sliding in the form of a perk. There's a lot of big increases with tac sprint duration, strafe speed, ADS movement, your tac sprint recharge while sprinting. A lot of huge improvements that will kind of bring people back to what the gameplay was kind of like in Modern Warfare 2019. There's also the new aggressive tac stance gameplay feature. I believe I activated it with down on the D-pad at some point in this footage. It's a nice feature that allows you to tilt your weapon to the side as if you were playing NVG and you kind of shoot your weapon like it has a laser on it. You're not aiming down the actual sight. It's a brand new feature that's really cool. And overall, the hype is real. I mean, I've seen the community reception to the leaked Modern Warfare 3 gameplay that came out yesterday. That leaked footage didn't do anything justice. Being able to see a lot of actual passionate creators and being able to see full gameplay reels from the studio, that right there shows you what COD's all about, showing you just the momentum this game has right now and the improvements it's made over previous installments. That matters the most. But it was cool to see the community receiving the leaked gameplay well. I know they got DMCA'd off Twitter as of last night, but people out there were really happy with what they were seeing. And yes, the hype is real. You can say, oh, well, creators say that every single year, or there's going to be a big movement nerf from the beta to launch. Things are going to be different when the game actually comes out. It's not going to be the same. I get what you're saying there. Let's not jump the gun just yet on that, but as of right now, people are very happy with how the game feels and looks. I doubt they'll make any changes by November the 10th. Now, during the pre-brief or the COD Next presentation that we got before the live stream began, they did talk about a couple of things that weren't playable in the build that we got to play, nor are they things that I believe are going to be playable during at least weekend 1 of the beta. New equipment such as a breach drone. You can deploy a small, moving, highly lethal drone, which I believe is similar to the Hunter-Killer from BO2. But then there's also the Mosquito drone, which I believe is more along the lines of the Hunter-Killer, but there's a lot of different drones that are going to be used here inside of MW3. And we also have the ACS. Now, this is something that is really innovative in my opinion, essentially a capture bot that acts as another player to grab an objective for you. So that's how you can be a team player even more. If you want to be aggressive and get high kills, but you still want to capture objectives, you can use the ACS to help you capture some points, whether it's on domination, whether it's on hardpoint. That's going to be a field upgrade though, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work. They also mentioned a comm scrambler, which is able to counter enemy reinforcements. Again, these are things that they'll probably talk more about during the COD Next broadcast. Might even be things that we see during the beta, but for sure we'll be seeing all this stuff over at launch later in November. Now, with aftermarket parts, I was only able to add 1 conversion kit onto the Renetti pistol, turn it into what looks like an SMG. They did mention that 3 other aftermarket parts are coming within a week of launch. I believe in total we're going to see around 10 or more of them in MW3, at least for the launch window or up to Season 1, but we're not going to have all of them available right away, essentially being able to convert a weapon into a completely different one, something that you just wouldn't expect at all, and that's bonus replayability even after you maxed out a weapon, which is really, really exciting. A lot coming to multiplayer this year. For those out there that were hoping for a big focus on MP and some innovation and some spice to an experience that's been around for well over 15 years, we're getting a lot when it comes to multiplayer this time around. I also got details on the new Cutthroat 3v3v3 mode, essentially this game's version of Gunfight. Didn't get to play it, but we'll probably get to play it at some point during COD Next. I just didn't get a chance to see it during the pre-brief as of yesterday. So it's going to be an elimination, one life type of experience, similar to Gunfight. A flag will indeed appear if you take too long to kill the other enemy. So again, there's 3 squads total on the map, 3 players each. You can actually bring your loadout into the game mode as well, which is really cool. And it's an intense match played on all core 6v6 maps. There aren't exclusive maps for Cutthroat. Maybe eventually there will be, but as of right now, you'll be playing this mode on the 6v6 maps that are already in MW3. The spawn points are also triangular instead of linear like we're accustomed to for regular matches of multiplayer. Now, I also learned about the ground war maps coming to MW3. These will be available at launch. I believe at least one of these will be available during the beta, as we talked about earlier. We have the Levin Resort, the Orlov Military Base, and the Pop-Up Power maps available for ground war and invasion. We then have a war experience coming, a game mode returning from World War II 2017, Operation Spearhead. And inside of the war mode itself, Task Force 141 is tasked with taking out Coney, who have taken over a military base. We have to stop them from launching ICBMs, we have to escort a tank, shut down the ICBMs, take out any Coney forces that are in the area, which is really damn cool. So it looks like Coney does survive the events of the MW3 campaign, if I had to guess, unless the multiplayer events take place at around the same time. But I love to hear that war mode is indeed returning, because narratively, there's a lot they could do with that. And I do feel like most of these ground war maps, and even the war map, if not all of them, are probably derived from Urzikstan, the new Warzone experience. I could be wrong on that, but I believe some of the maps are indeed from the bigger Warzone space, which is fine. Now, I have to admit, I'm surprised that a big selling point for this game is the fact that it added in everything people actually wanted in Modern Warfare 2 2022. Better late than never, I suppose. You could, of course, be frustrated with the decisions that Infinity Ward made with that game's multiplayer. It's all subjective, but either way, I'm really happy with the decisions that Sledgehammer did make for this game in particular, and I hope that a lot of the great features that got implemented in this game during the beta window become staples for every COD moving forward. All the movement changes, the fluidity, the UI even, which could always use improvement, but still a massive step up and a great step in the right direction for everybody in the Call of Duty community by far. But overall, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the nice gameplay here in the background. I'm really enjoying Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. It's a huge step up and a nice return to form for the Call of Duty franchise. It feels great, it looks great, and the content we got to play has been an absolute blast. Hopefully you guys feel the same way when you jump into the beta as of tomorrow. But that is about it. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.